Among all the stars, you're the only human whose heart I can feel. I choose you to be mine.
The Princess of Light. On the planet Valora, love was no longer simple. It was measured, calculated, and approved by the Council of Harmony. Every bond was based on compatibility scores, genetic perfection, and emotional balance. And at the very center of this emotionless world lived Princess Serenia, the only daughter of Queen Elthera, ruler of the Luminar Empire. Serenia was not like others. Her eyes held galaxies of color, and her spirit was far from calm. While the rest of her people spoke in tones of logic and restraint, she often wandered into the Crimson Gardens, whispering to the wind like it could understand her. The council worried about her. The queen grew impatient. Serenia, 23 suitors from the Orion cluster have requested alliance, her mother said sternly one morning. You must choose one. The ceremony of bonding cannot be delayed. Serenia bowed her head but said softly, Mother, I will not choose a partner I cannot feel. The queen frowned. Feelings fade. Alliances last forever. But Serenia only smiled sadly. Then maybe I am not meant for forever, at least not that kind. Chapter 2. The Suitors of the Stars. Over the next lunar cycle, dozens of alien princes, commanders, and noble heirs arrived from every system. They brought gifts of starlight crystals, fleets of ships, and technologies that could rewrite gravity itself. Each stood before Serenia, boasting of power, wealth, and logic. One said, My mind processes emotion 3,000 times faster than average. Another claimed, My genes are designed for perfection. I can provide an ideal lineage. But Serenia's heart remained still. None of them made her feel alive. They talked about her as if she were an equation, not a living soul. One night, as the twin moons of Valora hung over her balcony, Serenia whispered to herself, Maybe love doesn't exist anymore. Maybe I was born in the wrong world. Chapter 3. The Human Arrival. Weeks later, a strange visitor arrived at the gates of the Luminar Palace, a human. His name was Eli Mercer, a technician from Earth. He had come with a team of engineers to help repair Valora's damaged atmospheric shield, a project between the Galactic Federation and the Luminar Empire. Humans were considered primitive by Valorians, emotional, unpredictable, fragile. So when Eli was brought to the palace to meet the queen, most of the council frowned at his presence. But Serenia noticed something they didn't. The human bowed awkwardly, smiled nervously, and spoke honestly. Your Majesty, I'm honored to help. My tools may not look fancy, but they work. I'll do my best. His voice wasn't melodic like the Valorians, but it was real. When he looked up, their eyes met, and for the first time in her life, Serenia's pulse quickened. Chapter 4. Curiosity. Over the following days, Serenia found excuses to visit the repair site. She told herself she was only observing the progress, but deep down, she wanted to see him. She watched Eli work. He wasn't perfect. He made mistakes, got dirty, sometimes even argued with his team, but every time he solved a problem, he smiled like a child discovering light for the first time. You humans are strange, Serenia said one afternoon as she approached him. You get hurt, you fail, and yet you still smile. Eli chuckled. That's what makes us human. If we stop smiling, we lose hope. She tilted her head. Hope. Yeah, he said, wiping sweat from his forehead. Hope that tomorrow will be better than today, even if today wasn't perfect. For Serenia, those words felt like warmth on a frozen world. She stayed longer that day. And the next. And the next. Chapter 5. The Forbidden Friendship. Their friendship grew quickly. They shared stories of Earth and Valora, of stars and songs, of dreams and fears. One evening, Eli showed her something simple, a small music player from Earth. He played an old melody, slow, emotional, filled with longing. Serenia closed her eyes, letting the strange vibration flow through her body. It's beautiful, she whispered. It's called music, Eli said softly. Humans use it to say what words can't. She looked at him and smiled. Then play me more words your people can't say. But not everyone was pleased. The council watched their growing bond with concern. A princess cannot be seen with a human, one elder warned. It lowers her purity. She must be reminded of her duty, another added. The queen summoned Serenia. You are embarrassing this family. The suitors are waiting, and yet you waste your time with an earthman? Serenia's voice trembled, but remained steady. He listens to me, mother. He sees me. Not my crown. Not my title, me. The queen's face turned cold. Enough. You will end this friendship at once. Chapter 6. The Choice. Serenia tried to obey, but her heart rebelled. She couldn't stop thinking about Eli, his laugh, his warmth, the way he looked at the stars as if they were old friends. Finally, one night, she sneaked to the repair site again. Eli was still there, adjusting circuits beneath the sky. Serenia, he whispered in surprise. If your mother finds out. Let her, she interrupted. I'm tired of hiding what I feel. He stood up, confused but touched. You're risking everything for this? For you, she said, stepping closer. Do you know how many suitors have come for me? Kings, commanders, immortals. But none of them made me feel alive the way you do. He took a deep breath. Serenia, I'm just human. I don't have riches or power. She smiled softly. You have something greater. You have a heart that beats, and that's all I ever wanted. Chapter 7. The Council's Anger. When the council discovered their secret meetings, chaos erupted. They accused Eli of manipulating the princess and ordered his immediate exile. Serenia stood before the entire council, her eyes blazing with defiance. If you exile him, you exile me too. You would betray your species for a human? The queen shouted. Serenia's voice shook with emotion. No. I would save it. Because if love is forbidden here, then what are we even saving? The council chamber fell silent. Even the queen could not speak. But the law was ancient and unyielding. A royal could only bond with another being of equal rank, and never with an alien species. Eli was taken away, placed on a ship bound for Earth. As it lifted off, Serenia ran through the palace halls, reaching the balcony just in time to see the ship disappear into the clouds. Eli, she screamed, I choose you. The words echoed across the sky, unheard, or so she thought. Chapter 8. The Storm of Love. Days turned to weeks. Valora felt colder than ever. Serenia refused all royal duties. She sat in the Crimson Gardens, silent and pale. But one night, the skies began to tremble. The atmospheric shield, repaired by Eli, started to destabilize again, threatening to destroy the entire planet. Panic spread. Engineers failed to locate the problem. Until suddenly, a signal appeared, a transmission from deep space. It was Eli. Valora, this is Eli Mercer. I detected the instability for my ship. I'm coming back. I won't let your world die. The queen froze. Serenia's heart leapt. Moments later, his ship re-entered the planet's orbit. He landed in the storm, risking his life to stabilize the core manually. Eli, no. Serenia cried, rushing to the control deck. I promised to fix what I started, he said with a smile. Besides, you didn't think I'd leave without saying yes, did you? Yes, she repeated, tears glowing like starlight. Yes, I accept your proposal, princess. And with one final surge of energy, the shield stabilized. The skies cleared once again. Chapter 9. The Acceptance. After the storm, the queen visited the recovery chamber, where Eli lay unconscious. She saw her daughter holding his hand, refusing to let go. For the first time, the queen understood. This human had risked his life for a world that once rejected him. When Eli awoke, the queen spoke quietly. You've proven that love is not weakness, but strength. The council will change. You have my blessing. Serenia gasped in disbelief. Eli blinked. Wait, are you saying? Yes. The queen smiled faintly. The union of Valora and Earth shall begin with you too. Chapter 10. The Wedding of Two Worlds. The ceremony was unlike any other in history. Aliens from across galaxies gathered to witness, what no one thought possible: a human marrying a Valorian princess. Serena wore a gown of silver light, her hair flowing like waves of stars. Eli stood beside her in a simple earth suit, nervous but proud. When the time came to exchange vows, Serena spoke first. "I rejected thousands who had everything, but only one who had nothing showed me what love truly means." Eli smiled through tears. "And I found a universe inside a single person." As they sealed their bond, the skies of Valora lit up with constellations never seen before, as if the cosmos itself was celebrating. The council wrote a new law that day. Love is not bound by species, status, or stars. Epilogue: A New Dawn. Years later, stories of the human and the alien princess spread across galaxies. Their love became a symbol of unity, proof that even in the vast emptiness of space, hearts can still find each other. Every sunrise on Valora, Serena and Eli walked through the Crimson Gardens hand in hand. And when the young children of both species asked how they fell in love, Serena would smile and say, "Because I finally found someone who made me feel